a lot more people are going to be paying attention to this with Elon Musk attached to the company's name. Hey guys, welcome to DreamCoin, where we show you how to invest for a better tomorrow. My name is Tyler, and I'm going to be going over the EDR stock that's being listed on the New York Stock Exchange today for Endeavor Group, and where I think the stock is going to be going after its direct listing over the next extended period of time. So to kind of give you a brief preface of what all happened in the past week, the group was set to have their IPO listing go live as of yesterday, April 28th. It did go live, and it got into around that $24 range, and this would basically estimate the firm to be worth about $10 billion just based on the IPO pricing. And I think this is fairly low, considering Dana White himself has come out and basically stated that he thinks the value of the UFC by itself is worth about $9 to $10 billion. This is obviously coming 5 years after UFC was sold in 2016 for $4 billion, which it would be naive to think that the value hasn't increased since then, with the different stars that are coming out of the UFC and the connection with the crossovers of MMA fighters now fighting boxers and different things like that in huge events, especially with McGregor versus Mayweather. And I think Dana is not too far off personally with his valuation of UFC as a company, considering that it was $4 billion just that recent in 2016, over 5 years ago. And even though that is very recent, that's still a long period of time for value to grow in a company of this size. So what further escalates this is that Endeavor Group is looking to use some of the IPO proceeds to buy the last bit of UFC that they don't currently own under them totally. It's also probably going to set them up to get better acquisitions or just help their current assets with the rest of the funds they raised from their IPO listing, considering it was almost $2 billion that they were looking at from coming off of the IPO listing yesterday. And what's also going to make this stock look pretty enticing to a lot of people is the fact that Elon Musk has joined its board after they reached out and talked to him about it. Whether you feel he would make good decisions on the board as chief executive, just having his name connected to it's going to give it a lot of value, just because of how people like to run a lot of the marketplace basically on hype and hype alone for a lot of different things. If you just throw out the entire value of UFC and throw out the fact that Endeavor Group has probably a larger valuation that they've already been given, Elon Musk is going to only further that, because a lot more people are going to be paying attention to this with Elon Musk attached to the company's name. Now, with the stock sitting around $24 a share for the IPO listing, I think long term this is definitely going to be over a $100 stock at some point, especially because of the other assets outside of UFC, such as the Miss Universe Pageant, their IMG Talent agency, and the different movies and TV shows that they deal with. I think this is going to just grow their brand over time, and I could definitely see this as being a $100 stock over the next year or two. I would say if you're trying to buy into this for the long term, at this point, it'd probably be best to let it ride out, do its peak that it normally does when IPOs get listed for the first time, and then let it sell down until you can get into a decent price range. If you want some more tips on how to get into the best buy and sell ranges for stocks, we do have a group on Discord that communicates during the market days for both crypto and stocks that can maybe give you a little bit more of a community aspect to it, kind of talk things out before you initiate your trades, and also get live news updates like we have here on our market news tab. And I've also got watch lists that I try to update pretty frequently. I try to put out at least 1 or 2 stocks to watch per day. I've got EMPH yesterday, and I've got Apto today as my 2 latest. And so if that's something you're interested in, make sure you join our Discord down in the link in the description and in the pinned comments, and we will get you in there to come hang out with us. Other than that, that's going to do it for me in this video today, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.